breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert.
Goes white after she spotted what male customer had done. A hard-working mother of 4 has been working tirelessly to make ends meet in Sullivan, Maine, while she's studying to be a nursing assistant. During one of her shifts as a waitress at Denny's, she turned ghost white after she saw what a male customer had done, and it left her with tears rolling down her face. Trisha Murphy is a single mom who understands that hard work pays off. Not only does she work at a nursing home while taking classes to become a nursing assistant, she also picks up shifts as a waitress at Denny's. In all, she works 50-60 hours per week and attends school 18 hours a week, in addition to raising her children. Recently, Murphy was feeling completely overwhelmed when her Christmas shopping wasn't even close to being done and her car was towed, with a $735 bill, and she was scrambling to arrive at her waitressing shift on time. However, she did what every responsible adult does and went to work while trying to figure out how she could afford the tow bill, much less Christmas for her 4 children. As her shift began, she waited on a table of 3 men. Although she admits that they seemed average at first and she thought they would give her a minimal tip, she would soon learn that her assessment was way off. After one of male customers at that table paid for his check, she was left ghost white when she saw what he had done, and it was revealed with one glance at the receipt. Yesterday morning, I was so stressed I could barely function. Most of my Christmas shopping wasn't done, my car got towed to Bangor, with a $735 bill on its head, and there's only a week until Christmas, Murphy began in a Facebook post recalling the incident. I went to work, racking my brain as to how I was going to pull this off. I can pick up a couple extra shifts and do some odd jobs. That would mean I'd have to pay extra for a sitter though. I couldn't even concentrate at work, she continued. Regardless, I painted on a smile and acted like it was just another day, Murphy added. Work was terribly dead and I thought for sure, I was screwed. I got this table, 3 men. They all looked a little grungy and judging by their demeanor, I figured an average tip. She went on to explain that the older man in the group asked her several questions regarding Christmas. Initially, she even felt like he took things a little too far by joking that he'd come be Santa at her home. However, she'd later learned just what he meant and had secretly been planning all along. When I gave him the bill, he told me I had to cash him out. I let him know that the hostess does that. He insisted I go to the register and cash him out. I thought it a little odd but obliged anyway. When he put his card in, he had a huge, ear-to-ear, smile, she recalled. The receipt printed and I almost collapsed. I looked up at this grungy-looking man, my face as white as snow, and tears in my eyes. He just smiled again and said "Merry Christmas, dear," and almost danced out of the restaurant, Murphy concluded. As seen in the image included with her post, the man, who she has named Santa, had given her a huge tip. In fact, the $500 gratuity was nearly 15 times their bill, CBS News explains. It was a truly selfless gift to someone who desperately needed it. Murphy admits that this man has literally saved Christmas for her family. This is the kind of story that needs to be shared, as it's an example of genuine kindness that is uplifting to hear about. As Christmas quickly approaches, people around our country are stressing and overwhelmed with their to-do lists that may involve things they can't afford. As a result, they're wondering how they will make ends meet. However, it's these stories that don't get spread around enough that prove that God exists and that just when we need a miracle, He intervenes. When Murphy needed a blessing, she was sent a real-life Santa, who reminds the rest of us that we can be the answer to someone else's prayers. Share the story and leave a comment by clicking one of the buttons below. Follow us on Facebook at Mad World News.